Hello. So, I should probably start off first with Happy New Year. 2025 was undoubtedly one of the most difficult years of my life, but that doesn't stop us from moving forward into 2026. But for Path of Titans, I guess you could say 2025 was pretty damn good. All the testing that was done to get ready for new systems and game modes in place, all the TLCs, a bunch of map changes, and then, they finish off the entire year with a brand new map that looks amazing and just needs some touch-ups to actually fix. Like, say, the collision.
Oh, they need to fix this. This is horrible, I can't see shit.
But nevertheless, let's hope that 2026 is just as good, if not even better. So let's get into what today's video is. So, I should first say that I've been really enjoying Kaiwhekea, like a bit too much. It's like, I've been playing it more than Rhamphorynchus lately, and I've been wanting to get, decently good at it, just to have a bit more fun with it. I would say it's a little on the weaker side, especially compared to the other two aquatics. Like, Urino will, swim circles around everything, and then Tylo is just Tylo. It'll CC chain you until a Bars learns how to actually equip dive somehow. But I do have, like, 2 fights on Kaiwhekea, just up against Tylos, because what else is it really going to fight in the ocean? Urinos and other Kais are pretty much nearly non-existent, and any semi-aquatic can just stop the fight whenever they want by hopping out of the water, right? And last up, just one little really funny clip from Gondwa before Riparia ended up releasing, right? I think you'll actually find it funny. But yeah, after that, I gotta start working on the project video, and then I've also got a bunch of footage from this fun little event that me and some friends had. All I'm gonna say is it was like a migration, but on officials. There's nothing else I really need to say after that, and yeah, I've just been rambling for 2 minutes at this point, so that's enough of that. With all that out of the way, I hope you all enjoy.
That works for me.
I actually overestimated how long these fights ended up taking, so I only literally caught, clipped it 1 second before the fight actually started. And, yeah. All I can say for Kaiwhekea, you've, going up against most Tylos, you've got to play super passively. I'd already activated my damage calls and my knockback calls super early, and I'm pretty much now just trying to play the out-heal game. In other words, trying to get damage without taking damage, so that I can just heal faster. And I'm gonna shut up now. Enjoy the rest of this fight. So, needless to say, I lost this fight, and let's just say me getting away alive, pure luck. Pure luck. I didn't do anything skillful to get away. I just got lucky that they missed. Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass actually fighting Tylos with Kai, because if you want to actually get any good damage in, you got to try and like get multiple different types of attacks instead of just spamming barrel roll, because half of the time during the cooldown they're just healing through that health. And Tylo has pretty fast health regen anyway, so the fights just end up taking a century. And along with that, if you want to try and actually get damage on it, you've also then got to try and be careful because of what happened to me at the end of that fight right there. I just got bone broken and I almost died. Feel free to go back and watch that again, but yeah, pretty much instant charge full bone break. It's bugged. It's just bugged, and it's what you're going to see every Tylosaurus use because, well, it's very, very strong when it's instant. Who would have thought that instant full bone break with pretty much zero reaction time to it is extremely strong as a defensive and an offensive tool? But why would I show this kind of fight anyway? I didn't win. I escaped, but I didn't win. Well, I ended up apparently getting them to 20% health, which I didn't expect that much. It didn't feel like that. With how aggressive they were and how they were playing so confidently that I thought they had way more health than what they actually had. And along with that, I appreciate that they were a good sport about it. I've had too many cases of people I run from the Tylo after I've been bone broken because I'm almost dead, and then they've just gone, yeah, run Kai, you suck. Path of Titans community. I doubt it'll ever change. Either way, let's get on to the next one. And so for this next one, maybe around 20 minutes later, I was just looking for anything else that was solo that I could possibly try my luck with. And I went through Kelp Vale, ended up seeing like a huge pack of Tylos, which I got lucky to, just dodge and they didn't spot me. I went around Abyssal Depths and all that stuff, and then I ended up spotting one over in Stonebed Shoal. So it's time to just try and buff up and try to get in as much damage as I can early on, as I know I can play the out-heal game. But, of course, I ended up forgetting about the funny, evil, next to no charge bone break. But, yeah, it's still something I can do about this. I'll just have to play extra careful. But there is something about this particular Tylo's build that is very helpful for me, and that is the fact that they are not using Water Dash. If they were using Water Dash, they could force me to burn so much stamina in just trying to get away from them. And let's just say, if you keep an eye on my stamina in the bottom there throughout this entire fight, you'll see why that would actually matter. But again, I'm going to shut up now. Hope you enjoy. So that was the first clamp that they've actually landed, and yeah, it almost finished me. And I'm pretty sure that they are pretty low at this point, just with the amount of hits that have been done. And they seem to have thought that, hey, this fight may be over because I, swam away. I'm nowhere near done. I've got enough health to at least keep trying for a little bit. And so I ended up, just resting, getting a bunch of stamina, and heading back over, and then carrying on. So there we go, and let's just say, yeah, I'm happy I won, but the only reason I think I won is due to their build choice for the Tylo. They were using the tail attack on Tylo, in which it's not a bad choice in particular, but with tail attack you don't have that little extra boost of speed to keep, to force the Kai to keep spamming lunge and other movement abilities that drain stam. Because of that, I was able to just kind of just swim sideways, keep an eye on them, and just regen stam in between, just all of the barrel rolls, right? And in the case of playing Kai, it does feel a little bit cheesy just spamming barrel roll over and over again, but it does also feel kind of necessary, just because of how difficult it is getting good amount of hits or safe hits using head swing because it's a directional attack, and because Kai's turning is not the greatest. But if you aren't using that AoE from barrel roll, well, yeah, you're just going to take a lot of damage and not really get much done, especially if you're alone. And of course, I should finish it off by saying, the Tylo, they were a good sport. They didn't complain about me playing in any particular way. I can appreciate that. And so to finish up, I couldn't bring myself to actually delete this without showing anybody, just because it was just funny enough. So this was before the Riparia update on Gondwa. I'm playing Ramph. Salt Flats is the way it is, as you can see on screen, and I decide to try and plague a bunch of them. This goes on for a little while, and eventually, some people ended up switching to Hatzegopteryx. And for these Hatzegopteryx, they were pretty much fully kitted out with just full aerial combat builds. So in other words, the perfect thing to actually kill ramps, with the full AoE, because they don't have to worry about actually missing then. But of course, with the amount of time that I've spent on Ramph, I know how to actually dodge the full AoE builds that pretty much a lot of the hats end up using, which is just a pounce. As long as you don't end up actually landing on them, you won't get hit by that AoE as you are not considered flying. All they can really do is just watch you fall slowly to the ground and then follow you there. But either way, it all eventually ended up culminating into this beautiful clip of... Yeah. They swapped to hats on me. I'm gonna laugh at them for this. So they've spotted me, they've started to fly towards me, I've made just a bunch of height, and I can parry their AoE with a pounce. As long as they don't land on them, I won't get hit. And that's all I've got to do. Is just to stop flying and just, you know, fall to the ground and just dodge their AoE. It's almost like a parry, in a way. And if one hat wasn't enough, well, bring a second one. Of course, I can't parry all of the AoE, right?
Oh, I see, they're going stealth mode! They're going stealth mode! Ah! They're trying to glide towards me, but they've spread out. Oh, I love it. I love the idea. It's actually genius, in a way.
So they followed me out to sea, and they've tried to grab me. But of course, Ramph, I can just dive in the water. I'm practically a semi-aquatic with wings. So what's the next course of action for them? Well, here's what it is. It's the point that they are going to learn that they can't treat the ocean pillars just like they do trees and just sit on them for stamina.
Oh. Oh, really? I'm just... Mate, this hat is about to... Yeah, this hat is about to drown. Mate, they tried to land on one of the pillars out in, like, Volcano Bay in the ocean. And they just ran out of stam trying to land there. And so now they're dying. They're drowning. He's dead! He's fucking dead! Oh.
I'll count that as a Ramph kill, just because it was a funny knowledge check that they clearly failed.
Oh, what a Dinkelberg.
And so here we are at the end. So, out of curiosity, I gotta ask, what is everyone playing most often on the new map? For me, it's Kaiwhekea. I've already said, I really have just been enjoying it. It's a nice learning curve to it. Not the most effective thing ever, but it still has a good amount of value, especially in group fights, because, you know, a support dino. I know there's gonna be someone saying, it's an aquatic reptile, but, you know, besides the point. Either way, I hope you've all had a happy new year, and I wish the best out of 2026 for all of you. But with all that out of the way, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye!